This is like a group project at school where I bring the energy and you guys bring whatever doesn't require personality.
Diamonds at bargain prices. Half-carat solitaires are $4.99, 1 carat $9.90, 2 carat $9.90 per carat, plus 1 carat studs $5.99. And the guaranteed lowest price on thousands of GIA diamonds. Buy direct. The Jewelry Exchange, Tustin.
Live from ABC 7, this is Eyewitness News.
Now at 5 a.m., strike averted. Orange County bus services will operate as normal today as negotiations continue.
And calls growing louder for 2 Los Angeles City Council members to resign more than a week after a racist conversation was leaked.
Plus, Dodgers disappointment. What's in store this offseason after LA's early exit from the postseason?
Good morning. I'm Leslie Sykes along with John Gregory and Rachel Brown.
What a quick exit.
The Dodgers, yeah.
Sad day.
They just look flat. They look flat.
Yeah.
And San Diego looks pumped.
Yes,
Boy,
they looked pumped from the beginning.
They did. They just got the mojo going. Leslie Lopez, you watched it.
Yeah. They did. I wasn't going to because I was out, and then I thought I saw the tweet that they gained, and I watched the end, and I watched the miserable end, and so that was really upsetting. Now, usually I could root for the Padres, right? Like, you know, they're like my second favorite team, but not if they beat the Dodgers. Now I feel torn, and my sadness is taken over, and I can't. Sorry. Okay. Good morning. This is what it looks like today. Hey, everybody, we're waking up to some changes here over into Irvine. 63 degrees out there in Irvine. We have some clear skies out there. Barometric pressure is going up, which means we are going to get some warm days out of the next couple, so I'll show you where we're headed, but high pressure is returning. Downtown Los Angeles, 75 degrees. Inland Orange County, 77. In range, it felt like we just finally were transitioning into that fall-like pattern. Beach Community, 71. Mountain, 60. 85 in the high desert. So as quick as that fall weather came in, it's gone out. I'll show you how warm we're going to get here this week coming up. Over to Brianna Ruffalo, taking a look at traffic. Good morning.
Good morning. We have a couple tough spots out there already. Out into Commerce on the 5 northbound. This is going to affect your commute heading into the Los Angeles area. Take a look at this bad backup. Typically, it's still okay this time of morning. Unfortunately, not right now. This is on that 5 north at Washington Boulevard. We have the left 3 lanes blocked off. Not sure for how long, but you can see that backup is already pretty bad. And then as we get closer to rush hour, I just don't know if we're going to see this recover, but hopefully we will. The 710 is looking wide open. So if you have the choice between the two, I would definitely consider taking that 710. All right, let's get a look outside from your commute. It's looking pretty good here. This is the city of Commerce in a different area, the 5 southbound at the 710 connector, just ahead of that accident where everything is moving smoothly there on that section of southbound and northbound, but not at Washington. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you very much. Breaking news, it is back to the bargaining table for bus maintenance workers in Orange County, and that makes it business as usual if you take public transportation. The workers union says it was ready to strike overnight, but that changed after the governor's office asked the two sides to try and reach an agreement. So negotiations will continue for now. The dispute is over salaries and benefits. The union's agreement expired last month. OCTA says some delays are possible today.
Protesters calling for LA City Councilman Kevin De Leon to resign are still camped outside of his home in Eagle Rock this morning.
Yeah, Eyewitness News reporter Irene Cruz live in the newsroom with the latest for us. Irene.
Hi, good morning. We've been watching every bit of this unfold. The pressure continues to ramp up. It's been a little more than a week since that racism scandal with the LA City Council first started. Some involved in this have stepped down, but protesters are still calling for council members Kevin De Leon and Gil Cedillo to resign. This time, they're camped outside one of their homes to make their point. So take a look. These are live pictures outside the home of Councilmember De Leon's home in Eagle Rock. You can see the tent set up there. Black Lives Matter protesters have been staging a camp out since Sunday morning. They have been calling for him to resign after he, Councilmember Gil Cedillo, and former Council President Nuri Martinez were part of leaked audio involving racist remarks. The conversation was about redrawing city district lines in favor of Latinos. Now, former Council President Nuri Martinez and former LA County Federation of Labor President Ron Herrera have already stepped down, and protests caused City Council to cancel Friday's scheduled meeting. Many protesters outside De Leon's house have been against him. Other constituents showed up to support all the work he's done.
It doesn't matter what personal things he's done for people. It doesn't matter how he's helped a particular group of people. We want representation that helps everyone.
Kevin, for years, I know him. I can assure you he's not a racist. He's worked to build bridges between all communities.
Black Lives Matter protesters want the council's redistricting decisions and other policies that affect the black community to be reviewed. So all eyes are trained on what happens next with this. The city council's next meeting is scheduled for tomorrow and is expected to be held virtually. Live in the newsroom, Irene Cruz, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you very much for that, Irene. Vice President Kamala Harris will be in L.A. today in support of Congresswoman Karen Bass and her run for L.A. mayor. The vice president will be joining Bass in a conversation about the fight for women's rights. Last week, President Biden also met with a Democratic Congresswoman during his trip to L.A. Both the president and the vice president have endorsed Bass for mayor. Harris is also expected to attend a fundraiser tonight. And it comes as a recent poll shows the race between Bass and her opponent, businessman Rick Caruso, is tightening. The UC Berkeley Institute of Governmental Studies poll released this month puts Bass ahead of Caruso by 3 points, and that is within the poll's margin of error. Now, for more updates on the race, you can visit abc7.com/vote.
We have new information this morning after 4 people were shot at an apartment complex in Lancaster. Deputies say there was a family dispute last night near 20th Street East and East Avenue J. The victims are expected to be okay. Investigators haven't found the person who fired the shots and do not have a motive.
We are learning more about the dramatic arrest of a suspected serial killer in Northern California.
Police say that he was hunting for another victim when he was captured. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has details.
This